Hello, this is a short video just to demonstrate some of the functions on my Roland sampler S-330. Couple of things before I power it on. I'll show you this mouse, which is, as I said in the description, it's a Philips MSX mouse which works natively with the sampler. And there's also this floppy drive replacement which uses this little memory stick to store all the samples and files. A lot more reliable than the old floppy drive that it replaced. Okay, so to power it on, we're going to need to hold the down arrow button on when we press the power button, and this tells the sampler that there's a mouse connected, and it will pay attention to that when it's loading. And here's the monitor I'm displaying the output on, and you can see it's external control mouse, so it knows the mouse is there, and that's now going to load. So having loaded, we can see the control on the 330 says CRT display, and that the external control is the mouse. And on the screen we've got an empty operating system only with no samples loaded. That's how it loads. While it is empty, I'll show you the sampling function. So to sample using the S-330, I've got a Rhodes piano here connected up to the input on the sampler, and we need to go to the utility mode in the mode part of the menu. I'll do that with the mouse, so it's mode and utility down the bottom there, and then if we click on menu, it's going to tell us not utility disk, as you can see. So that means we have to go down to the clearly you're going to be able to see that, but go down to the floppy emulator and choose the utility option. I'm flicking through them now, and I don't know if you can see, but that now says, I don't think you can you? But it now says utilities disk. So when we try it again up here, it'll load it. There we are. Sampling is the second option, so we're going to load that. And there we are. So we're sampling to tone 11 of the available tones in wavebank A. We're sampling at that sample rate. We need to allocate some time for this sample, so I'll give it that long. I'm going to sample a C5 note, and threshold means how much level it needs before it starts the automatic sampling process, so we'll give it a little bit of that. And pre-trigger just takes a little bit of the input sample before the sampling starts, so that you don't cut off the beginning of the note. So if I now play a note on the Rhodes, a C5, there we go. So that level looks okay, so I can now sample that. So to sample, we need to go back up to the COM menu and click on Auto, and as you can see, it waits for the trigger. I'm going to play the note. The level was a bit high, but never mind. And that's now dealing with that sample. And there it is. If I try and play that sample back now to have a listen, I'm playing that on the other keyboard. There is a slight 10 millisecond gap at the beginning of the sample, but yeah, you can see that works very nicely. It's cutting off a bit at the end. You probably need to allocate a bit more time. But yeah, that's sampling on the Roland S-330. Okay, so that's sampling. I'm now going to load some of the samples that are on that USB stick. There's a whole load of them there. So first thing we're going to do is go and choose the set of samples to load. Again, I'm sorry it's not more visible than it is, but at the moment it's on utilities, and we need to come back up a level and go past operating system to sample disks, and we can go to there we are, sample disks, and then there's a number of different subfolders under there, one of which is S-330, so we'll go to that, and we'll choose a sample of acoustic piano, and that's where we are now, and that's ready to load. So if I go back up here to mode, disk, and load set, it's loading that acoustic piano sample set. We'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so that's loaded. If I go to mode and play, you can see down there the different patches that are available, and using the mouse we can change to whatever patch we want to use. Here's acoustic piano. I'll give you a little demonstration. I'm playing it from this thing. There we go. Rather nice acoustic piano. And that's the end of the demo, but just to be clear, the monitor is not included in the sale, okay? Just the sampler and the other accessories as per the description. Thanks for looking. Bye.